Alright, what's up losers? So some of y'all DM'd me about this Instagram account that exposes some very dirty antics going on here in Singapore. And I thought it would be interesting to look at it. So as you can see from the Instagram handle, which leaves no room for doubt as to what this page is all about, this Instagram account is dedicated to exposing Singapore's top scammers. Why do I write jokes like that? Honestly, at first glance, I thought this Instagram account is just full of crap and just like fabricating stories just for the sake of internet points. But on closer inspection, it seems to be a legit account, or at least that's what I think. But yeah, basically this Instagram account is trying to expose scammers and the tactics that they use to lure victims into their traps. Oh, my nose is fucking itchy, dude. Yeah, but unlike their more crafty counterparts, like our wealth gurus, the scammers featured on this Instagram account prefer to use the not-so-subtle art of just being a scumbag. Well, anyway, let's just have a look at some of these cases. So this first case is by a very sly couple. One would say they are the Bonnie and Clyde of Singapore, terrorizing anyone they meet and setting trails on fire wherever they set foot on. So someone actually posted an expose of this couple on Facebook and it kind of got viral. Basically the post was about how this couple would scam the people around them for money by, borrowing money and not returning them, and a few other dirty antics that they do. I'll just put screenshots of the post here, you can pause the video if you want to read them. But yeah, the post was basically about how the couple borrowed $300 to go to Zook Out. Like, fuck, you can't even afford Zook Out tickets, then why do you even bother going? But yeah, they borrowed the money and they didn't return it. Now you may be thinking, but Sushii, this is such a small matter. It's scummy behavior, but is it really a scam? To that I say, wait, there's more. After this post went viral, many other people started to chip in their own personal horror stories of encountering this couple. Here are some of the anecdotes, and I'll be referring to the couple as boy and girl from now on. Bruh, I met him in National Service. He's from Outram 1, right? 1 year younger than us. Asked me for money also cause he say girlfriend got pregnant, need abortion. Lols, of course I didn't give shit. Again, the amount is like 300-ish or something, I forgot. So another victim of boy, where he borrowed $300 apparently because his girlfriend needed an abortion. Wear your condoms, kids. Or maybe work on your pull-out game, Hi bro, I used to be boy's friend and there was a time he was very desperate for money and asked me if I wanted to buy girls' nudes. 1 pic for $50, 3 pics for $120. Then I tell him cannot lah bro. After a few days heard a lot of people finding him for money. Then he came to message me again and asked me to buy 1 picture for $10. Then I said okay, but then after I transferred him $10, he deleted our Telegram conversation and MIA. Walao, $10 also wanna scam, lame sia. Well, I'm not really sure who to cite in this story. One, yeah, boy was being a douchebag by scamming you. But two, I mean, it's kinda your fault for being a horny little pervert, wanting to buy your friend's girlfriend's nudes. That one's on you, bro. Hi, I saw the post about him selling girls' nude. I can say my experience was something similar. I was naive and horny back then when I met them at Zook. It was at Zook and I was dancing together with their clique. He pulled me out and told me he needed cash urgently and willing to let girl give me a blowjob for $300. Oh no. Girl was not with us at the time. She was at the dance floor and boy said she consented to it. I didn't think much and just paid because girl was hot and had big boobs. Simp. He asked me to wait at the toilet outside while he bring girl over to give me the service in the toilet. He went MIA after that and his clique said he left already. Beware of his sex scams too. Okay, yeah, boy was a asshole for doing that. But come on, this is the same as the previous post. That's what you get for being a horny bastard wanting to fuck your friend's girlfriend. Or in this case, wanting her to give you a blowjob. And you're even willing to pay $300 for that. If you ask me, you kinda deserve that. Ooh, okay, this one's a juicy one. Hi bro, I saw the stuff you've been posting and would like to contribute some of my personal experiences. One time I was with my friends at Zook again, and we bumped into boy and girl, and boy went outside to handle some stuff, probably get into a fight or something like that. I like how the first thing he assumes that boy was doing is, just picking a fight outside. And the moment he left, girl dragged two of my friends away. She was completely sober at this time. One of my friends motioned me with his hands to follow, but be quiet and not seen, so I followed them. Girl dragged them to the handicapped toilet under Get Juiced, which is another club, and pretended to be drunk and said loudly that she needed to vomit, and asked my two friends to go into the toilet with her to help her. So they went in and I waited outside. They were in there for about 20 minutes, and I went to press my ear to the door and could hear them clearly having a threesome inside. Later, when they came out, I asked my friends privately what happened, and they said girl offered to have a threesome with them for $100. But in the end, changed her mind and had sex with them for free. Okay, that's pretty fucking wretched. Okay, I'm sorry, this one wasn't really a scam story. I just thought it was an interesting story to read to y'all. And come on, you guys enjoyed that story, right? But yeah, I mean, from these stories, they sound like pretty fucked up people. Girl is going around giving threesomes and blowjobs to people, and boy over here is trying to sell nudes of his girlfriend. I mean, can you imagine being that desperate that you need to resort to selling services of your girlfriend? Babe, we can't afford to pay for this plate of chicken rice. You go to the kitchen and suck the uncle's cock can. I'll order 2 more drinks. You just give him a nice stroke or, slap his balls around a little bit. Yeah, he'll like that. After this, maybe we can go for dessert and, maybe you can just flash your ass cheeks to him. Maybe he'll give us like more toppings. Okay, so the couple also did this scam where they told people to sign telco mobile lines, after which they would give the victims money. And I've heard of this scam a few years ago, but I didn't know that it is still an ongoing thing. I mean, you would assume that telco companies would try to crack down on this. Yeah, here's an Instagram DM of girl explaining the telco scam herself. I have this deal for you, which is just have to sign 2 mobile lines from 2 telcos, which is Singtel and StarHub, and I'll pay you $500. You don't have to do anything at all, just sign. However, when the phone bills come, you don't have to pay anything, like just tear it. Downside of this is that you'll end up being blacklisted from Singtel and StarHub, which you don't really have to worry about if your phone is under your parents' name. Yeah, so they are basically defaulting on phone bills in return for some money. I'm not 100% sure how this scam works, but I think the scammer earns by selling the new phone that you get after you sign a line and using your line to make App Store purchases. Yeah, here's a story from one of the victims. I think it's pretty obvious when someone texts you, "Want to earn fast cash." It's always never a good idea to entertain it. It's like one of those pop-up advertisements you get on your favorite porn site. Like, just don't click it, don't even entertain it, don't fall for the trap. Yeah, but I think at some point in life, every one of us will feel strapped for cash. And that's when we are the most vulnerable to scams like this, or fast and quick ways to earn money which aren't very ethical. To that I say, just think before you make any decisions like this, because at the end of the day, there will always be consequences to your actions. And if you know that something is bad, or you have a feeling in your gut that you're gonna regret this, just don't do it, because I'm sure many of the victims know that what they are getting themselves into isn't completely legal. Okay, this next guy is probably one of the biggest scumbags that I've ever seen. I mean, from the posts that I've seen, this guy kinda deserves to go to jail. So his biggest crime is obviously having a pineapple hair. So this guy is notorious for scamming students by offering them jobs and not paying them their salary after the job is completed. And this was the Reddit post that sparked it all. Hi Reddit, I'm a year 2 student in Singapore Poly. Due to the COVID pandemic, the restaurant I work part-time at let some of us part-timers go. Not from a wealthy family, I needed income so I could share the burden of my parents to support my family. I went on Facebook to seek part-time employment and came across the group Events and Talents on Telegram. I applied for the job and this guy called D arranged for me to work as a packer for this particular e-commerce mart. I worked for 7 days, 9 hours a day. To be fair, I kept asking for the work contract, but the person I liaised with, mentioned earlier, kept saying I would not need one and offered to pay me by bank transfer 1 week later. Ooh. Always get a work contract, guys. It has been 7 weeks and I have not received anything from him. This really takes a mental toll on myself as he does not reply to my messages at all. While I take this as a lesson learned, I just want to warn others of this Telegram group and HR company. They take advantage of students like us because we wouldn't dare to voice out. This incident is 100% true, so feel free to share around. It's better to be safe than sorry. Man, that's just so sad. I mean, just reading that story makes my blood boil. Like, I've done quick cash jobs like that before when I was studying, and I always hated that payment takes so long to arrive. Like, fucking hell, just give me my pay already. Just because we're students doesn't mean you can take advantage of us. Like, I cannot imagine working 8 long hours in the hot sun, I don't know, giving out flyers, and then not being paid in the end. That's fucking bullshit, yo. What kind of scumbag does that to people? Fuck you, dude. Yeah, I mean, I've had friends who had similar experiences to this before, where they didn't get their pay, or like, you know, the person they liaise with just went missing, which is... I hate that shit. But I'm not really sure about the legalities of the whole issue, like whether it's going to be useful to report it to Ministry of Manpower or to go through small claims tribunal for things like this. Like, I don't want to preach about something that I'm not sure about, but I think the best thing I can do is just bring awareness to this. Like, go check out the Instagram page. You can see everything there. I don't really want to expose the details on this video because it might get striked. But it's just fucked up lah. If the story is true, which I'm pretty sure it is, if your slate is truly clean, there won't be people, you know, coming up and making up stories about you. Let's see what other stories that this dude has. I'm gonna refer to him as Mr. Pineapple from now on. Hi, I got scammed by the exact same guy 2 years ago. He didn't pay me until months later when me and my work acquaintances pestered him to pay up. He keep using the stupid excuse. We have to liaise with the client. Yes, when my co-worker spoke up in the group chat, Mr. Pineapple kicked him out. I gave out flyers for Kaplan 1 day work only. They keep saying Kaplan didn't want to liaise, but in reality, he's just keeping all the money. We waited for many months, can't remember, but it was at least 3 to 4 months, just for $35. Come on, man. Just pay that poor fella his $35. It's just $35. Can't you pay that poor kid his money that he worked hard for? Fuck you, dude. Hi, I saw your post regarding the Events and Talents Telegram group, and I just wanted to share that I've personally had bad experiences with him. My friend too. The same experience as whatever you have described and what others have messaged to you about as well. Him always putting the blame onto the company that they outsource you to. My friend got owed a few $100s together with the rest, and he claimed that the company didn't pay him, so he couldn't pay out to them. Douchebag. However, when my friend consulted the company, they said they already paid him for all the part-timers, and he kept dragging the payment date. Since most of the part-timers were students, they just kept quiet and didn't want to pursue also. Apparently, he has been doing this for a while, and I guess it's because of the fact that most of us are students and dare not speak up against him. Poor fellas, poor guys. This is giving me flashbacks to when I was working like all these quick cash jobs. It was a nightmare dealing with payment. Fuck. Lamau, my friends and I got scammed for Ultra, so I'm guessing he hired students again to work at Ultra Festival. He deletes people who just ask, "Hi, may we know the status of our pay?" Bet he does this so people won't dare to question further. He actually asked if we are alright to get merch instead of pay. What the fuck? No, you don't give people t-shirts in return for money. What? Most of us just said okay because we were sick and tired of waiting, plus merch was readily available. But somehow still can't even give us that. Tried to report to MOM a few times, but bitch didn't even give us his surname, much less a contract, company name or whatever. MOM's website states that it needs all this info to open an investigation or whatever. Yeah, that's the thing about fast cash jobs, right? Like, especially when you don't receive a work contract, it's gonna be hard to get reimbursed should things go sideways. Yeah, it's just sad, man. Like, reading these stories just gives me flashbacks to when I was working as a student. Like, you know, packing fucking corporate fun packs or working in a dusty warehouse shifting cardboard boxes. But yeah, I do hope that these people get their justice. And yeah, check out the Instagram page for more juicy scamming stories. There are a ton of other scammers there. And yeah, these scams aren't like multi-million-dollar company frauds or anything. But a scam is still a scam, and it's just fucking disgusting how people prey on the vulnerabilities of others. Like, you know that one friend who always borrows money from you but never returns it because he knows that you won't say anything? Like, fuck you, fuck you. piece of shit. I really don't like people like that, or dishonest and shady people. Yeah, get that negative scheming energy away from me. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.